Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's topic is on SketchUp. SketchUp is a program developed by Google originally. Now I'm not sure whether Google own it or not. There's a free version and a paid version. If you want the free version, then you have to go to this website app.sketchup.com/app. This one. Oh, at app.sketchup.com/app. If you're not sure, you just go to, if you are not sure, yeah, you just go to Google. Oops. Okay, if you go to Google, you just search Google SketchUp free. Otherwise, they bring you to the website. Then inside here, if you click the website, you come to here, they start modeling. Start modeling, then you will come to the this under Trimble. So before you can even try, they will ask you to register. So on the thread, you go to the website, they ask you to register before you can proceed. So you just register with your email, and then they'll send you a one-time code through your email. And then after you enter the one-time code as usual, then your account will be created. You enter an email that you want to use, and enter a password that you want to use to log in. Okay, try not to use the same password as whatever thing. Otherwise, if one password compromise, then all your asset, your email, or whatever thing all compromised. So normally I don't use the same password. I will put a different password, then I will store in a file, in the password file, encrypted. So only I know. Okay, so once you register, then you come to this website, app.sketchup.com/app. Then you can come. Otherwise, you may enter another website. They ask you to pay money, all these things to buy a version. It can cost you like $120 US per year. But this free one is only web-based. You cannot do it on the desktop. But it's good enough for our use. Even my use is good enough. Yeah, you use the free one. That's a desktop version, 30 days free. But use a web version is free for the time being, forever for time being. There's no limit on when they are going to terminate. Okay, so you come in, you create new, because I have tested two. So you create new, then you'll get a new one, a new app. Normally you see a man or a woman, whatever. So this is just tell you the size. That means you know roughly is about 1.8 meter. So from here to top is like 1.8 meter. So when you draw things, is appropriate. If you want to draw a house, okay house can use the man as a reference. But if you want to design a small box for your electronics or something else, then this man is a bit too big. But you can still zoom in. You zoom by moving the mouse. Your mouse have a scroller. Okay, then you just scroll, then the thing will be up or down. Then it will be big. So you put a box, then the box will be very tiny. Over here, the box will be very tiny. So this man is useless. You can delete away or you just leave it there. It's okay. But most people will just delete away. Okay, before you want to start, you will want to come to this three dot here. Click this three dot. Then just click it. Okay. No more already. If you once you click the three line on the menu here, three line, or the I think the zoom is stop. No, the our zoom is not running already. Sorry, the zoom disconnected. How come? Your zoom is not moving, right? Suppose.
Yeah, but we can still see you.
You can see
live.
me, but you don't see my screen already.
Yeah, I can see the screen, but I don't know whether it is frozen
No,
or.
it's not refreshed. The screen has frozen already.
Yeah.
So something is wrong with the screen.
You
Okay,
can
I close it. I
close
reshare
it and
the.
reshare.
Maybe I just share the. Just share the app instead of the poll. Okay. Okay, now can ready. Okay. So what I will reset the whole thing. You see the three line at the top left. Okay, you click this and then you click the app setting. Okay, so you this one is not important minutes between save. That means as you edit the server will it will save your content every 5 minutes. So if you crash or whatever reason, you only lose 5 minutes of your effort. So you just leave it if you. So main thing to change is this one. Okay, by default, they will give you architectural. By default, these are architectural feet and inches. We don't like feet and inches because they give you fractional inches, 5/16, 7/8, it's very confusing. So we will like to use centimeter or centimeter and millimeter. If you are building house, right, doing house, then of course you want meter because 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter easy. If you are building a table, chair, you want centimeter. If you are building boxes, small boxes for electronic, then you want millimeter. Because millimeter, you can specify 0 0.5, 0 0.7. Decimal point also accepted. So it's okay to have millimeter. Of course, you can put centimeter. Then every time you want 1 mm, must put 0.1. This sort of thing. It's just a convenience. So let's say I put millimeter. Okay, because I want to do a box. Okay, then there's no save button, so you just close on. Okay, so you want to do a box. Very simple thing. When you come in, the first thing you want to do is draw a box. Okay, so you look for this button, this square thing. Okay, when you click this square thing, you see they got different thing coming out. See this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. All we just use a box first. Use a box because this one is from what point to what point, then the box will draw different way. This one is more a circle. This one is some polygon. Okay, you all can explore everything yourself. Okay, I will just show you the most basic and most essential one, the most important one. Otherwise, you try to figure out how to start is very difficult. It's very difficult. If you go YouTube and search, a lot of YouTube video will show you example, but the example is on a desktop version, not a free web version. So you want to search YouTube for help, you must put SketchUp free. Then they get the free version, which is a web version. Then maybe you can understand a bit. But some of the things you cannot see where they click. And then sometimes they assume it's so basic, you know, then they don't pause to tell you. But most of the main problem is you will find all those tutorials are using the desktop version. Then there are certain functions on the web, you don't have it on the desktop. And then the menu is different. Desktop, you have a lot of menu. The icons are located differently. And then you also sometimes cannot catch up what they're trying to do. So you must get the correct tutorial if you want to search YouTube. Okay, so here we just start with a square. So you just click this one. By default, it's already a square, so you just click on. Okay, other than square is this one, this arrow. Okay, it's already arrow, so you don't need to select again. It's you just click, you get arrow. Nothing. It's like that. Oh, oh, cannot, cannot. 下了。Oh, I think they have this problem with the Zoom. The Zoom truncate. Now come out. Oh. Okay, okay, because here cannot see. Oh, we have a problem. We have some slight problem here on our projector. We got a projector. Our projector truncates some of the image. The zoom is different. Okay. So what you do is when you click here, okay, this is the arrow. That's what you see. Arrow is useful for selection. Okay, the next useful thing is this square thing. This rectangle, you click. Okay, you don't need to select already because it's already a square. It's point to point. Then you just move. When you move near, you will snap to the corner. You see, you snap. You move away. When you move near, you snap. You can start a box from here to here. You get a box. Okay, but if you want to start, normally you start from 0. Then you snap to the coordinate here. Then you click, and then you click below, you run below, you get a box. Sometimes you see the box go all over the place. And they like to snap onto the other box. So when you click, you get two boxes. Once you do like that, the box always join together. It has this tendency, it become one straight line and one straight line. Okay. So if you put like that, then your box will be at the top, running the top angle. So you don't know what you're drawing, right? Because you draw 3D, but here you see 2D. So you click this one will spin around. This most of the time you'll use this one. Most of the time you'll use this. Okay, then you just spin. They say, oh, okay, you see the box. Over here, just now we see like that, like the box is tilted, but it's not, it don't look like a box. But when you spin around, you say, oh, okay, you see? How do you spin it? You just click, and then you move the mouse. As you move the mouse left, right, then you spin left, right, then you can see. You see the floor, oh, that's the floor. The gray one is the floor, then the gray is the floor gray. Then below the floor, now is below, you are looking below. So from below it looks like that. From the top it looks like that. So you know that this is actually not a rectangle, it's a square. But there's some is in perspective drawing. So you look like here, this side is longer, this side is shorter. But it's actually a square because when you tilt it around, you see and then when you move it flat, then it would look white. And then when you move, it looks gray already. See, and then looks darker. And then over here, you can see it's a perspective, so that you see this one is longer, that side is shorter. When you turn around, okay, so this is getting used to it. So they try to be more realistic, because when you look at the box is never same size one. The one side and the other side is never the same. But you never question how come your eye see differently. But on the computer, you are used to a flat screen, so you see all this problem. So you use this one to select. Okay, you can select, and then when you select, you see it become blue color. And then this one not selected because you didn't cover the entire thing. Okay, so let's say you select entire thing, you see only these two blue color, then this one is not. So when then you hit the delete key, then it's gone now. Same thing here when you select. If you select like that, you select one line. Then when you hit delete, the line gone. Then you get 3 lines, but without a surface, it's not complete. So you don't get a surface. It's just 3 lines, like wire long 3 wires like that. Okay. So or you can click on it, and then it turn blue. You can delete. Okay, so it's add and delete. These are very important things, although it's very straightforward. Okay, so now we draw a box again. Okay, you start from here, you draw a box. Okay, this one we just anyhow draw a box, so quite meaningless. So if you know how big is this box, when you do real project, you want to know the size of the box. So you draw the box, then you can see the size is here, 312 mm and 814 mm. The first one is the x coordinate. X is the red line here. This is the x coordinate. This one x. Then this is the y lah. Y. Then the top one is called z lah. X, Y, Z. So x and y. The dimension is always x and y only. Of course, if you draw a box up, okay, then the box will have a y and the z coordinate. Okay, so not important. Okay, we will delete this one. Okay, so now we talk about this box. Delete, just hit the delete key. Delete key. Oh, you must select, then you can delete. If you don't select, you cannot delete. Okay, so now look at this box. Then you click on the box. This okay, we draw a box first. Okay. Yeah, delete. Select, delete. So I draw a box again. I click here, I draw. So when I draw, you look at the dimension right at the bottom. Bottom here. See a dimension. So I didn't let go of the mouse. I click the left mouse click, and then the box I can move. I can check the dimension. Sometimes you want to get the exact dimension, it's very difficult because X and Y, you got to look at many things. So let's say I want to draw a box of, say, 20 mm times 30 mm, or bigger, let's say 200. Okay, let's say 200 mm. 200. I just type. I hold the mouse. I haven't released the button. Once you release, then you must do other things to get the dimension. So I don't release the mouse. Just like 200, comma. Oops, I type double comma. 200, comma. Oh, when you hit a comma, it come out 2 comma. It doesn't matter. So 300. Enter. So you get the dimension 200 and 300. How to confirm this dimension? You click here. This is a measuring tape. It looks like measuring tape. When you click, they got all kinds of measuring tape, all kinds of measurement. Most of the time, we use measuring tape and use this one. This one is a cross section. Later, I show you. So we use the measuring tape. Okay, this one. So measuring tape, you have you see there's a cross. You see this square thing, when you move, it, there's a dot activated. You move away, nothing already. So there's a dot. So when you click, then you come to this, they click 200 mm. Exactly 200 mm. Why this dimension is important? If you want to draw a house anyhow draw, then okay lah, for fun, you don't care. But you want to manufacture a box, then it must be accurate. Otherwise, your box cannot fit.
How to change your MM change by stick?
No. Okay, somebody asked how to change the dimension. You must click here, the three dot, and then click the app setting. Then you change this, the three line, not three dot. And then the default template, you must change to decimal millimeter. Inches are very difficult to use. Huh? So some of our members here, they are running on the notebook at the same time when I do. So they are practicing as well. So that's a good way to learn. Because when you see, you go back, you sure forget. Okay, so and then you want to measure the other length, you click here, and then you click here, then they say, oh, wrong one, 492 Sawa. Okay, you click here, and then you drag, oh, 492. So it's wrong. Sometimes I type 500, then it becomes 492. Enter. Okay. Later we try to change. Okay. Sometimes I also forget, why I also seldom use. Okay, so you right click, entity information. So they tell you the length is 492. And then they got other things we seldom use, so we just want to know the length. Okay. So every time when you click something, you can get this head, graduate head. This head will teach you what to do. What usually when you click arrow, they tell, or arrow, you see you can select you can do this. The tutorial, a simple tutorial about arrow. They show you, okay, what is it? If you click this square, and then they tell you, oh, how the square can do. You see, you can move, you can make square. So they have some animation to explain how to use. Once you draw the square, then you cannot move already. This square is fixed, so you cannot click on the square again. If you don't want to use already, you click escape key, because you draw wrongly, you press Ctrl Z to undo Ctrl Z undo. So every time you move, let's say you want to draw a square, you move, then you don't want, you hit the escape key, so it's wrong. Okay, but if you already release, you don't want, then you release the mouse, is the object is created. So you must press Ctrl Z to undo. But if you click and then the mouse haven't released, you hit escape. Then it's okay. Then you release. Then okay, fine. So there's this button say move. Okay, this one is move. This is very useful. So you click on the face, you move. So you can a bit misleading lah, move because you see when you move when you select this line, you move. This thing will move. So you can spin around, you can move. You actually change the size of the box. Okay, but what if you want to move the whole box? Then you must select. You select like that. You see, you only select two lines. You if you select like this, you only select one line. You must cover the entire object. So you must select the entire object. Then you go move. Then you can move the whole object.
Just now you show the tools how you get there.
Get what?
Just now earlier you showed the tools like the instruction, the last.
Oh, the instruction, this one. You must turn on the instructor. Once you must turn on the instructor. You turn on the instructor, then the thing will tell you move, how you move.
So with this one you can try. I mean you explain that, then you can understand better.
Yeah. So they teach you how to move. You see, move, tools, click, move, click, distance, set down, enter the distance, and so on.
Okay.
Then escape to cancel operation. Okay. So let's say, okay, you don't want this. Oops. You don't want this already. You close back. So if I click on this, okay, I just clone another one. Okay, how to do it is when you want to move, you want to clone, you click on this thing, and then you press Control Shift, then you let go. Oops, wrong. Shift. Oops. Control Shift click. Okay. Yeah, Control Shift. Just now I also forgot how I clone it already. Sometimes. Yeah, use the normal Control C to copy. Then you want to copy, just Control C, and then you can copy already. Okay. So we don't want so many, so we delete. Okay. So when you select like this, you find that when you delete, you see this one blue color, right? This two lines is being selected. See, because you see when I select like this to delete, I select this to delete, I select these two lines. So if I delete, I get this problem. So you want to delete, you have to select individually, but sometimes overlapping like this, then how? So after you select, you can come here, you can shift. When you press the shift key, I see there's a plus, right? The plus come out on the arrow. When you press the control at the same time, I mean shift control, then you get a minus. Oh, this one can call. So you click this, you can minus. Then you click this, you can minus. Oops, the line. Then must be accurate lah. Then there's one more small line. See, this small line is also will be deleted away. So now I can delete already. So the box there, because just now I accidentally click on the surface, then it become empty already. So not important. What we'll do is we'll delete all, recreate. Anyway, this testing. Okay, so we create a box. We put 20, 50, enter. Oh, I create a 20 mm and 50 mm. So I zoom in now. No difference. So I don't see his leg already. Okay, now this is a very useful feature. You click this one. This one, you see the arrow pointing up. This is a extrusion. Okay, you click on this, you have few things. This one as push and pull. And this one, follow me. This one is offset. Okay, you can go and explore the offset, all this meaning. A bit confusing now, but you see, you know, oh, like that. Then you know already. This is very easy to understand. Then push pull is very common. So you look at this surface, then you just click and pull, you get a box. This is so fantastic. It's so simple to get a box. And then if you draw another box, let's say I draw another box. Let's say I draw here. Okay. Draw another box. Then I go to this. I click this. Okay. Then on this, when you go to surface, the surface is highlighted. Then you click on this surface, you pull, you get another box come out. The box will come out. So if you push, you can go inside. Then you push some more, push some more, push some more. Oh, it go behind already, but you can't see, right? Then you push down, see it come out from behind. So you want to see how it look like, you click here, you spin. Oh, okay, this is how it look like. Then it's still inside. Okay, it looks like that. But this object will have a problem because the edge here is only touching only. It doesn't, you cannot build this object like that. You build this object, means this box and this box touching. This edge, there's no thickness. You see? So you want to do, you must also create the thickness. Okay, so let's say we push back, go to this surface, push back. Okay, so inside already. Okay, then you view, you can see, but you can't see inside, right? You only can see outside, don't know how deep inside. So this is this can be resolved by using this one, no, this measuring tape. There's this arrow here. This is called section plane. It means you can chop it and then you can move to see what is inside. So you search section plane. So this now you see is at the bottom. Now you move it suddenly become vertical plane. You go to the side, it become this side, the right side plane. You go to top, it become horizontal again. You go bottom, it become horizontal. You go to the back, nothing, cannot see. So you put here is the side, the left side of the plane. Then you just click, okay. Wait. Okay, click. Then then move. Okay. Then you can see the cross section. You see the thickness, right? Then you can know, Okay, so what we do is we can do a extrusion again. So this time, oops. If you click at the corner, you notice you will see when you click at the corner and then you move, you get the thing out of shape. So if you click on the top, you can't move like that. You can still extrude like this. So I'm going to show you here. So I draw a circle. Okay, I can draw a circle here. So I click here. See, I become the center. Center, then make a circle. So then I do extrusion. Okay, I move the circle in. So you can't see how far in, right? Because if you know the thickness, let's say you do not know the thickness, you move here like that. Okay, then you make a hole, a small hole, but it's not a true hole, just halfway only. Then you click here, you click this, look at this plane. Okay, and then you click this one. This is a bit confusing. Sometimes I forget a while. After a while, didn't use, I forget already. So it's like measuring. You set a plane, and then you need to click the move. You don't click this move, you cannot see anything. So after you click the move, you see this arrow and move. Then you move. You have to click your mouse. Click on the surface. Then you can move. You don't hold on to the mouse. Just click. So sometimes you say sometimes must click, sometimes must hold. It gets confusing. So you forget after a while. But if you use for a long time, you used to it lah. Whether you click or you click and hold, or you right click, then you get used to it after a while. So you see the surface, at first is a circle, it's circle, 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 then flat already. Means it's not a true hole. Okay, then you go in, you see this. Okay, so now we view another cross section from another surface here. Okay, this surface. Also, you see this because it's this orange thing is the indication of the plane. But because the image is too you see the plane is too big, so you don't see. Suddenly I click, then now and then I notice the plane, you can't see the plane because it's too big. So what we try to do is maybe we delete this fella away. Then you 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 will not get the plane so too big. You get a small plane one here, one there. So with this plane then you move. You click one time, you can select, but it's already selected. Then you move. When you come to here, this surface highlighted. Okay, if not highlighted, then you cannot move. You don't move. Highlighted, then you view, you move. So you see, move, move, move. You see the circle is. You see the circle. You see when you cut. So this one is a bit confusing because there's another plane here. Then you delete away this plane. You click, and then you hit the delete key. Then it's deleted. Okay, so here you click the move, and you see the plane. See, so there's a hole. Then come to a over, become a solid with a. You understand technical drawing, right? If you take a knife and slice it, then this is what you will get lah. You take a knife and slice, you slice, 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 slice. This is what you see. Okay, this is this is a view. Okay, then let's say I spin around. Okay, I spin around inside, then I draw a circle. Okay, I draw a pentagon shape. I draw a small line. This is a small boat. So I can do a extrusion. Okay, wow. Okay, so now you can see visualize it's like that, right? So if I do a view, a section view, okay, no, I already have already, so I don't need. I just need to move. Okay, move the wrong one. I salah. Because once you must select the plane the plane. If you select this surface then you actually moving it. You can move it up. So you see, it's very strange feeling You can move, you can extrude, move out, move in, or you find that this thing is too short, like Pinocchio, you can make it longer, or too small already. The size change. The size are all at the bottom. So if you change the size too small, you you change 20, then it becomes so big. So you change 10, you type 10, you just type You once you select you can type 10. You want 5, you type 5 mm. Yeah, 5 mm, 4 point, oops, 4.5 mm. Can get 4.5 mm. So then if you select this thing, then you can move. Oops, select already. Then you move, you can see the shape. Okay. So we go back, we delete. So moving, viewing, these are the most essential because if you cannot see what you construct, then you cannot continue. And measurement is also very important, especially for small object. For big object like house, sometimes you want to draw for fun, you don't care about measurement. Nice means nice, not nice, not nice. Then for measurement, let's say measurement is important. Let's say I measure now, I show you. I measure. Oops. So I take from here, and then on this line, I click, then I move to this line. Normally, you can move any angle, then it's not accurate already. This is 12 mm, not accurate. Then I move like that, then it's 11 mm. Then I move here, it's about 11 mm. Okay. So this is the size. Okay, so now I hit escape, I don't want. So I extrude is and to make this hole 11 mm. Click inside. Oh, I move out first. Yeah, difficult. Oops. Oh, what happened? The hole now is okay. This is become a inside is hollow already. You now it's hollow already because you make a hole there. It become a hollow object. No hole. No hole.
It's not like
Because earlier it was a solid object. Now because I delete, now it become a hollow object. Okay, so what you do is, if you look at the view here, okay, let's just select the plane now. Okay, yeah, I click here to move lah. So, oops, I must click this solid,
solid, no, it's solid.
solid. Eh,
You don't have any.
cannot. It's still solid. It's a bit confusing lah, because you see in computer you can draw funny things, but it doesn't. It cannot exist in the real world, because this circle thing. Okay, if you look at it, this circle thing is you can see inside already. You can see inside. You see, is a hollow object, but when you want to cut cross section, is a solid object. So this is confusing. So in order to remove this confusion, you got to select this circle and then delete away. Okay, so now there's no confusion. So what you do is we redo a circle. Okay. This is a small circle. And then you do this extrusion. Okay. So want to pull in. Pull in, then you see now at the bottom you see the distance 5 mm. So you do not know where you overshot, it become protruded up behind. So you put, let's say 11 mm, enter. Okay. Oops. Then when you view the thing, is it go through? No. So you still haven't go through, because this distance is not 11
Can
mm.
you actually
Measure not accurate.
not get it?
Not accurate.
It's
So if you can, so if I look at the plane, okay, then move it. You see, there is the hole is there, but it didn't go right through. So there could be a, oh, I think I know why. Because this object is you see left a bit only, a bit, a bit. So if I were to push a bit more, cannot push, because on this surface cannot push. So I don't view, I don't do the cross section. So this is a whole. Yeah, you have to be exact lah, because we got to draw it exactly, otherwise we don't have the correct dimension. Okay, so we delete away. Okay, and then this, oops. Okay, we click on this surface, and then we move.
How much you just put there now?
The whole came out here. Yeah, because it's 0 point something mm. So you need the, when you create you have to type in the exact mm. Otherwise you have some of this problem here. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay. I cannot get the thing now. Oh, okay. Here. I can see. Difficult to see this this cross section. Okay. So okay. The other thing is you want to learn is called grouping. Okay, so let's say if I create one more box here, let's say a box, and then I extrude out. Okay, extrude some. Okay, these two boxes are different objects. So let's say if I want to select, I want to select this big one. But every time I select, the box also gets selected. So when I move this thing, oops, when you select and then you move, you cannot just click and move. You must click this, then you can move. With this red thing, then you can move. So when you move, you see the bottom didn't move. The bottom of the small box didn't move because you only select the top of the box. See, this is a problem now. When you because each individual line and surface is a separate object, and you are selecting this group object, but you are only selecting the top surface of this object. So you have this problem. But sometimes this is a good to have feature. Okay, but let's say if it's separate object, you don't want to. One way to solve this problem is to click Control Shift and then you undelete, unselect. Unselect all the surface, like including the surface, the 4 lines plus the surface, you unselect all. Then you click this button, then you can shift. Oh, see, I forgot to unselect the behind one. Behind line, you see behind there's this blue line behind. So this is another problem. So I must go around below. Okay, go around and then I unselect this line. Okay, no more already. Okay, so let's say I move back. Okay, now I move. Okay, so you move and move, you see there's also a distance, how far you move. So you move in this direction, you see the line is green. That means you are moving in the y direction, you are not deviating. So this is important. If you want it to be every time respect to the axis, then it's correct. Or you move it in the vertical line. So you see how many below, right? 32 away. That means you're moving 32 up, or you want to move forward. You can go inside one. It's very funny. This in real life you can't. Then look 51 52, 53. So you can move. Okay, so this can be quite complicated, troublesome lah. But what you want to do is, if this is confirmed an object already, then what you do is you select all this select this object. Okay, then you You say one time, yeah, you do a one-time effort. You put a minus this surface, minus this line. Okay, then you do a grouping. I think you right click. You right click, or very, if you do not know, you click here, click there, you cannot find, because desktop one, they have menu. On the web, no menu. So you right click and then you say make group. Okay, so this is one object already. That means next time when you select, you select this thing. See, the thing is not selected. This thing is not selected. So when you click move, you see I move, the bottom didn't move. Why I didn't select the bottom? It's so funny, this thing. If I move, then the bottom stay there. Okay, so I select again. Select and move. Oh, different. Because I think somehow it doesn't matter lah. The bottom is maybe created another one already. Okay, so you, unless you want both, oops. So when you select both like that. Oh, just now when I select group, the bottom actually went into the group. So that's why no wonder. That's why when I click this, I see how come there's a big circle there, because the bottom is not part of this group already. Wrong already. So I got to ungroup, edit group. Then this is troublesome. Then I got to remove. Uh, not very familiar how to delete. Oops, gone. This one must go and explore already. This tutorial online also cannot tell you where, because they only teach you. So you got to explore how to do. But one way is to ungroup and then regroup your whole thing again. Okay. Yeah, I move it back. Okay, so let's say I select this object. If, if I select this object, then I move. See, the floor move with it. Okay, because the floor is part of it already. And is so if you have an object, you want to use this, you group it, then it will be very convenient to move the whole thing as an object. Because even as an object, you want to do work on it, you still can. Say edit group, you still can do adjustment on the object itself. Okay. So it's not the end when you create a group, it's not the end. But it's your preference whether you want to group it. Normally, if it's not related, then you group it in. You don't group. If it's related, then you group it in. Easier to manipulate as one piece of object. Okay, as an object, then there are also, if you are doing for houses, there are a lot of sample there. So you go to here, 3D warehouse. So what do you want? A table lamp, a kitchen. So you have many things here. sample. So let's say I take this cupboard. Okay, then you click download and configure. Because it's so big, then you shrink it small. Because my box is very small, see, the box that I put in is very small. So configure, you want what's the width? There's only a certain limit, 920 up to 2.25. This is the design, they have this limit. Then the depth also have a limit. And that's the smallest, the height. That's the smallest you can get. So it's a real life size, human size object. Then you can choose the color, all this, the color of the finishing, all this. So you don't want, you just close on. If you need, you just right click. You can configure live component again. You go back here, you can change again. So it's not important that you do the setting now. But you must remember, you must right click, configure live. Okay, so we have this. This is one object itself. So you want to move. You can move it anywhere you want. Okay. So you move. Then you want to view, do a cross section on top. Okay, and then you move. Click this one. Move. Then this plane. Then you move. Then you can see cupboard one by one. You see the cupboard. Then go up. See the first drawer, second drawer, third drawer, and then the tab. Okay.
That is actually drawn inside. That's what it's.
Yeah, somebody draw already.
Wow.
So this cutting plane is useful if you have all this furniture inside the house. So from outside you cannot see. So you have a plane now, you cut. If you cut the front, then you can see the view from the front. You cut the top, then you can see as though in the house, the whole plan on the house. Otherwise, you see the roof, you can't see the inside. So this chopping one is useful to see what's inside. So if you look inside, if you put something inside, let's say some jewelry inside, then we, if you have a chopping plane, okay, and then you move, then you see the drawer. You see the drawer like that. You see the basin. So you put jewelry, you can see jewelry inside. If you have human Superman, like Superman, you can see what's inside. So this is very fantastic. You also can see the wood has a thickness, right? So this thickness has to be designed into it. Otherwise, your cover is whole solid. Whole cover is a solid piece. See, if you don't design with all this thickness of the wood, all this, you find one whole block. When you view, you don't view all the drawer. You view one box. That means like a stone like that. Then you don't want the view, you just delete. So this is the most useful feature, one of the useful feature. But you go back, you will forget how to click. It's not so intuitive. This step not intuitive. So just to recap, first you have to click this measuring tape. Okay, then you must click this little arrowhead here, cross section plane. Okay, then you have to see which plane you want. You put this plane, you click the left click mouse, then this plane start. But you still cannot see inside. You cannot move, you cannot see. So no matter how you click, all these things you click, no use on. So the trick is to view, you must click this move. So you move, and this arrow depends. Sometimes you default this different already. Default this different. This is the angle lah. Then you see now the thing is disappear already. So you sometimes you click, you cannot find this button. This button change, right? Every time you click something, let's say you click this, then the button change already. So if you click this, then this angle, but how cannot use. So you click this, okay, you cannot find the button because it's here. You must remember this is at this position. All these are the button are shared on the same position. So sometimes the button disappeared. So you click this, then you must select, this one must be blue. If you select other thing, then you are moving that surface. But this is an object, right? So it's not, you won't make the mistake. You want this an object. So if you click wrongly, let's say click here, see you are moving the object. But once the object go through the plane, also can, you can, you see, you can see through a bit, but that's not the way it's designed to it. Okay, so you click on the plane and then you move. You see, even the tab, you see it's hollow inside. You see the design of the tab is so fantastic. The fella do it. Okay, so you finish, you just hit escape. Then you come out already. And if you don't want the plane, so many plane you created, you just click on the plane, delete. Okay, finish. See, you got a lot of extra plane. You anyhow click, you anyhow create. Oops. Click gone already. Oh, this plane is come with it. Okay, so these are all the stock objects. So you want to, there are plenty inside the warehouse. You click here, you can see plenty of things. So you can decorate your house, but the furniture that you want may not be there. So you either you create it or you pay someone to create for you the furniture you want. Okay, so this is, if you are designing house to show people, then you can do like that. But normally for me is design the box, this small little box, let's say. So the rest we can what we can do, we can just quickly show you how to create a box. Okay, first we create a box, is we want a square box. Okay, so you choose a box 20 mm by 30 mm and enter. They get this box. Okay. After you have a box, then you must got the thickness. So you got to extrude out. But how far? So you want the thickness 1 mm, so you put 1 mm. Enter. Okay, so this is 1 mm already. This is the base. Then you want the edge, right? The edge. Okay, so how? So we create another box. So how far? That's the point you click, because if you click, you do not how to position it. So you put, I don't know if you put one can. I still don't know how to position it. So you zoom it bigger, then maybe you can position better. So you want to position the thickness 1 mm, but you cannot, let's say I cannot position, just click, I just anyhow click the box. So I know my box is 20, 20 and 30, right? So now I put my box is 18, 28. wrong side. Wait, how come my box become the wrong side? So Control Z. Oh, my box. Okay, dimension. Measuring tape from here to here is 20. From here to there, from here to here is 40, 39. Okay, from here to here, 20. Okay, so say create a box. Okay, why is okay, so I put 18, 20, 30 is 28, 28. Wrong one. Aiyo, Control Z. Balik. May học 28, 18. Okay, so I select. Okay, then I move. Okay. This one I cannot move inside. I think I select wrong one more, select the outside. Okay, now I move. Oh, I didn't select the surface. Select this one and move. Oh, I don't know how to move this thing. Problem. Okay, anyway, what I'll do is I can shift the distance. Now getting more problematic already. Click. I can put two. So I move if I move all, it's 5 mm lah. So I put 4, then you enter. So it's 4 mm. I click this one. Oops. I select this one. Then I select move. Oh, a lot of work. I move until here. Okay. On the edge already. Once you move touch the edge, then it join together. So you move this the problem is whenever you cross the objects stick together. So even the edge will also stick together. So you don't want it to stick together, then you got to delete. So this line is not stuck to the edge. Okay, then we can move already. Click this. Oh, no, we don't want this. Okay, then we move. Okay, so you move 0, 1 mm. Okay, 1 mm. And then here you click. Okay, no, oops. Click here, move 1 mm. Click here. Okay, so once you okay, let's say I move, I get the box. Okay, now I can extrude out the box this surface. Then I get a box. So how many mm? 10 mm. Okay, so I got a box with a base, a thickness. So how do I see is same thing, use a section at the front and move. See, there's a thickness. So you you can use the dimension as you click, you type in the dimension, then you'll be accurate. If you freehand, sometimes they snap to this, snap to that, then you won't get the exact dimension you want. So this is how you can create a box with a thickness. Because the other way is you create a box, okay. Another way you can do is you create a box and then you extrude out. Okay, create a box, then you extrude out, say 10 mm. Then you create another box inside. And then you intrude in. You can type you can type 9 mm 9. Okay, enter. Okay, then the box will be 9 mm thick. Okay. So there's you either create the base and the wall and then you extrude the wall up, or you create a box and then you create the top and then you extrude down, then you get the same shape. So you must get all your dimension ready before you draw. Of course, freehand, you want to explore, you don't care, anyhow click can already. But every time, whenever you want to do something serious, how come I don't have this, don't have that? Because when you want to explore, you don't care. When you want to do things, you want precision. Then you have this problem already. Okay, so the rest we'll leave it to you all to go and explore. Any question? You go and play with this extrusion is very useful. Some of these are cosmetic. So for drawing circle, there are many ways to draw a circle. For center and the radius, or you have 2 point, 3 point, then you can draw a circle. So there are various ways. So they have all these features inside there. Now, this one later you can export it out. I haven't export out yet. And then you can use this to send to a 3D printer to print out small objects. Okay.
BC,
Yeah.
are you using web version or
Web,
your desktop?
web version, web version. Then you can see the URL.
Oh, okay.
It's a free version. Because I didn't pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So uh,
Please send me the recordings. Thank you.
yeah.